I'm Marc the Bass Wizard with thebasswizard.com, and this is the tutorial for Frankenstein by Marcus Miller. Marcus Miller didn't actually write this song, but this is his version of it. And the whole song is based around the G minor pentatonic scale. And the pentatonic scale is one of the most common known scales, so you probably know it, but here's what it looks like. And the pentatonic scale is 5 notes. That's why it's called the pentatonic scale. And the 5 notes are the G, B flat, C, D, and F. And then you have the G again. And one thing to keep in mind is you don't always have to play in this position. So for example, this song, it's going to start down here. I'm playing these 3 notes. And this B flat is the same as this B flat. And this F is just an octave lower than this F. And I just want to point that out because sometimes people are confused. I'll show them the scale and then they say, oh, you said it was all in this scale, but you're playing down here. Well, they're the same notes. You don't have to be in the same position. The notes repeat themselves a lot of different places on the neck. So let's get to the song. The first part of it, the first riff, is going to involve these 3 notes. The F on the 1st fret of the E string, the G on the 3rd fret of the E string, and the B flat on the 1st fret of the A string. It goes something like this. So again, that's all the G on the 3rd fret of the E string. Then you're going to play the F on the 1st fret and hammer on. And then the B flat on the 1st fret of the A string. And after that riff, each time he does the riff, he does a little fill at the end. So let's look at the first one. So that riff right there, it starts with plucking the open D string. Then you're gonna thumb the B flat on the 1st fret of the A string and hammer onto the C. Then pluck the open D again. Then hammer on from that F on the 3rd fret of the D string to the G on the 5th fret of the D string. And then you're gonna thumb the G one more time. So here's the riff again. The whole thing. And then it goes back to that same riff. And here's the second fill. So for that one, we're going to pluck the open G string, thumb the F on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then you're going to pull off to the open D. And then you're going to play the C on the 3rd fret of the A string, and you're going to bend it down a half step. And then you're going to again pull off, but this time pulling off to the 1st fret of the A string, that B. So again from the beginning, from that first riff. And then from there, it's the fill is similar to the first one. There's just a little difference in the end, so let's look at it. So it starts the same way, but when you get to this point, you're going to pluck the B flat on the 3rd fret of the G string, and then thumb the G on the 5th fret of the D string. And then again to the riff. So from there you play the riff. Then you're going to go to the G on the 12th fret of the G string. I think he actually does it, he goes from the G to the F on the 10th fret. But I like doing it going to the F and then hammering on the 11th fret. So you can do either way. So that right there, you're gonna thumb the open E string and ascend chromatically to the G, and that just means one fret at a time. So then you're gonna go to the B flat on the first fret of the A string, back to the G, and then C on the third fret to the first, and then you're gonna go C to B flat, so third to first fret, slide to the fifth fret and slide back, and then you're gonna play the B flat on the sixth fret of the E string, so after that B flat, C on the third fret of the A string to the fifth fret to the sixth fret, and then ascending chromatically from the C on the third fret of the A string to the D, and same thing on the E string from the F to the G. So one more time slow. And there, after you do you're gonna go from the F to the G on the third fret of the D string, pluck that, and then you're gonna thumb the F again, and then the D on the fifth fret, and then you're gonna land on the C on the third fret of the A string. So that's just the C on the third fret of the A string and the G on the third fret of the E string. And that chromatic ascend again from the first fret in the A string until that C on the third fret. And then you're just gonna slide all the way to the 10th fret here. And play the 10th fret on you're gonna slide into the 10th fret of the A string, and then you're gonna hammer on from the 8th fret to the 10th fret of the D string. And then you're gonna go to the 4th fret on the A string, so 4th fret A string to the 5th fret to the 6th, and then 5, 6, 7. And then you're gonna do the same thing that you did for the C, but you're gonna do it up on this fret right here, the 14th fret. And then it goes back to that same riff, and the first fill he does when he goes back is a little bit different. So that fill right there, so let's take a look at that. It starts on the 5th fret of the G string. You just pull that and then pull off into the 3rd fret. And then same thing on the D string, but you're gonna thumb it instead of plucking. So, and then you go down to the A string, 5, 4, 3. And then you're gonna do that B flat on the 6th fret to the G on the 3rd fret. And then right back to the riff. Alright, so that concludes the first part of the song. Maybe in a future lesson I'll throw in that solo too. But for now, just work on that part. Make sure you get that down. And subscribe to this channel for more. Make sure you check out my website, thebasswizard.com. Sign up for my mailing list. Like my Facebook page. Follow me on Instagram. And let's stay in touch. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.